So today's, my mood today has been mostly, down. Um, I just, I don't know, I can't, I think for me, a way for me to actually try to move on is knowing that there is a possible chance that I could try to rekindle my relationship with my ex. Because granted, this is a woman who told me she would go to the ends of the earth for me, even if I self-harmed. It was when I took my pain out on her and everyone else, and I lost a friend in the process of doing that. Not a best friend, but still a friend. Um, I realized that uh, there's just so many things wrong with me that I need to try and deal with it. And it sucks being alone, but I don't want to hurt her anymore. And I think just knowing that that possibility exists would give me enough courage to just try and better myself and move on and try and actually build myself to be a better person. And I'm still trying, but I think that little tidbit of information would actually help me immensely. So it's hard to not know. I mean, it's not definitive. You know, I haven't heard, the door being shut, but she is pretty hurt, and I don't blame her. And I know I always say I don't mean certain things, and when I said the hurtful things to her that caused our breakup, I didn't mean it in the way that I said it. I just said it out of anger, lashed out. What I really meant, I've mentioned before, so I'm not gonna say it here. You know, I just knew that I was really, really fucked up. And I could not handle all the stress that was being put upon me, trying to buy a condo or even trying to get a house, which, doesn't matter now because I'm just using that fund to, I guess, try and live. I mean, who knows if that fund will even be replenished. I mean, I don't fucking know. I mean, I'm trying to get my art thing up and going, but still practicing driving before I try to drive into my city and go to a print shop. But, I also need to buy some things for my car, like, a phone stand so I can actually use GPS and see where I'm going. That would help immensely. But, overall, um, overall, it was that and also the stress of me trying to find a job in the meantime while I'm on leave of absence because I like to plan ahead. I like to, in my opinion, I may be on leave of absence from my current employer, but in my mind, I know, or at least I think, that my job is not secure, regardless. Or it may not even be secure for that long when I come back, given, what they know about me. So I'm doing what I can to have a backup plan, but then on top of that, there was the planning for the wedding, planning for buying a condo or a house, and that was just so much thrown onto me. And then trying to figure out short-term disability insurance, I think all of that just boiled over for me, and it caused me to really lash out and made me say the hurtful things that caused our breakup. So, I definitely don't need more stressors. So I think that's the first thing, is to identify stressors and just back away from them. Even if it's something I need to address, I don't need to address it immediately. Unless it's life-threatening, then yes, I need to address it. But if it's something that can wait, a day, a week, a month, I am going to let it wait. So I think that's something that I'm just going to start doing. I'm just going to tell someone, hey, this is stressing me out. Let's come back to it later. I'll let you know when I'm ready. Something like that. Oh, and today we hit a personal record in the gym, PR. I managed to sumo deadlift 365 pounds for 9 reps, with just straps. I didn't have my belt, so. But, um, Sorry, I got a text and I just got distracted. um, you know, at a body weight of around 173, 172, and I'm happy with that. That means I can deadlift between 455 and 470 pounds in that range, which is great for me because it's closer and closer to my goal. You know, my new goal is not to get 605 pounds for my father. My new goal is to beat him. His best deadlift was 585 pounds, and he weighed about 280 pounds. My best deadlift, I hope to at least get 605. You know, total of 6 plates on each side and 10s on each side. A 10 on each side, sorry. So, that'll be, you know, the giant, you know, middle finger to all the times he, you know, lashed out at me and leached that shit onto me. Not blaming him, but it did hurt me. And I think that's that pain I've just been projecting onto others. So, instead, I'll just beat his record. I know I can't beat his bench press. His bench press was 405 for 2. Strength to weight ratio, I think I've already beaten him, or at least gotten close. My ultimate goal is just to bench press twice my body weight, which would be around 345, 350. If I could get that, great. I mean, I'm currently struggling to get, you know, 270. Technically, with the number of reps I can get with 205, my personal best would be between 260 and 270. So we're only, you know, between 80 and 90 pounds off. But I'm talking about like a 5 to 10 year goal. So I'm not in any rush to get a 350 pound bench press. I know better than that. My squat currently is at around 355. And I would say barely, but still. For that squat, I have to put the safeties up higher to where I am just hitting depth. So that squat is kind of iffy, but 355 for 1 is what I can do. I can squat 250 though, like to depth or even a little bit more for, you know, what is it, 8 to 12 reps in that range. Actually, no, I did 2 sets of 10 one day, so. But I did a wider stance a little bit, so my hamstrings hurt more than my quads, and I need to try doing more narrow stance squats to really build my quads. But anyway, so those are some records that I have currently in the gym, and I just like being stronger. I like showing people what I know and what I can do, like physically and mentally. Thinking about buying a mountable whiteboard so I can actually start doing, you know, lecture videos on, you know, some basic math, maybe some basic physics. Might have to be some, you know, a few takes here and there before I actually get the video that I want. And I actually have some room now to go ahead and actually mount it on the wall. The only issue is it costs $170 before tax, so I might wait until I actually have an idea of what my budget would be per month, given the hours I'm giving up my other job, because they only gave me 7 hours this week, so, I mean, 7 hours, come on, at least make it 14, at least make it something, you know. I'm working 16 hours at another job, can I at least get like 20 or something hours at this job? I mean, I told them I have 2 full open days, and then 2 half days. They can just fit shifts in there. Actually, not even 2 half days. I could fit a full shift in the 2 days that I'm working at my tutoring job. It's just I'll be there in the afternoon for like the mid shift. But anyway, also I'm pretty sure we did not get that tutoring specialist job. You know, I called HR, but HR seems so confused and they sounded ancient that I'm pretty sure they don't even have my application on file anymore. They probably mixed it up or something, so I'm just not going to bother calling them because it's a headache talking. No offense, it is a headache talking to old people on the phone because it seems like half the time they just don't know where they are. I'm sorry if like I'm being ageist here, But most of the time, the people that I've spoken to who are older, like, you know, in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, like, they seem so confused. It's a shitty thing for me to say, but, you know, I've encountered that enough to where it's like, I don't even really want to entertain a conversation for very long, you know? It's not to say that I hate them or anything, it's just, like, HR, seriously, they're just so useless. Just, what are they there for? Like, I know they're there to protect, you know, the company and the school in this case, but, you know, come on. Like, can we organize? Anyway, I'm not going to rant about it anymore. It's just, I'm frustrated that I didn't get the job, even though I had 6 years prior experience working at this, basically the same place. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll try calling, you know, the restaurant that's down the road and see if they have any positions open. Hopefully they have something. If not, you know, I tried. But as far as applying for jobs online, I think I'm just about done. I'm tired of getting ghosted. I'm tired of not hearing back from anyone or anything. So I'll just try and call some local places around here and see if I can get something that at least pays the bills, you know. But in the meantime, my goal is to try and at least save up if I can, or at least save and then spend a little, like not continue to dip into savings. Anyway, that's it for this video. It's getting a bit long, so I might make another video later tonight, depends, but you know, I hope you all have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.